guys, it's Monet, and today we're going to do another cooking with me type of segment. Today I'm making chicken and shrimp jambalaya, and I'm going to show you guys now what you need to make this recipe. Okay guys, so here are the ingredients that you will need for this recipe. You're going to need some rice. You can use whichever type of rice that you would like. I have whole grain rice by Uncle Ben's, and I think this is about 6 points for 1 cup. Again, it won't be that much in your after we're done with the recipe, just because you'll have more than rice in a cup. You'll also need bell pepper, an onion, some sliced stewed tomatoes. The red beans, right now I'm contemplating if I'm going to mix them in or if they're just going to be a side dish. I'll figure that out as I begin to cook. And also for a side, we have some chopped collard greens, and this is by Thick Sweet, and that's also going to be a side item. So I got this recipe from Weight Watchers, but I'm just going to tell you I'm probably going to tweak it a little bit just for my own taste. So here I have some water boiling, and I'm going to put my rice in here. I'm going to do a cup of rice, which should yield about 4 cups of cooked rice. Now what I did here, I have about a cup of water and a cup of chicken broth. You do not have to cook your rice in chicken broth. I'm just doing that for extra flavor. Since I only had 1 cup of chicken broth, because I've used some that I already had in the freezer versus using some that was a can of chicken broth, I also added a bouillon cube just to make it more flavorful, since I did add water in there. So I'm going to put a cup of rice in there. Okay guys, here you can see that my whole grain rice is cooking away. I did add about another half a cup of water to my rice because it was not as fluffy as I like. But again, you can cook this however you like your rice to be. Here I have my onions and bell peppers, which I am going to saute in some olive oil, and then we'll move on to the next step of the recipe. Okay, I've added my chicken to the vegetables, and this may actually be a little less than 8 ounces. I did not measure it. It's about 2 chicken tenderloins. Now what I'm going to do that is add as far as seasoning that's a little different than the recipe. I'm going to take some Creole seasoning, and I'm going to just season my meat with that. And not too much, but we want to get it nice and covered. And that's what I'm going to season it with. Okay, so now our chicken has been cooked through. It's not pink anymore. And we're going to add in our shrimp, which has already been thawed out. And this is the uncooked, peeled, deveined shrimp. And we're also going to add in our stewed tomatoes. I'm going to put 2 cans of that. And I'm also going to put Italian seasoning. It calls for 1 teaspoon. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball it. That's usually how I cook. And also for 1 teaspoon of hot sauce. And I'm not gonna get too crazy with the hot sauce because I did use Cajun seasoning on the meat, so I don't want it to be too spicy. So now we're just gonna stir all of that in and let the shrimp cook all the way through. And we'll come back in a second. So I added in 1 can of the red beans, and they have been rinsed and drained, and I'm just going to stir them into this mixture, and then I'm going to cover it and let it come to a boil until my shrimp cooks all the way through. Okay, so I've taken my greens that I had, which are just some chopped collard greens, and I've put them in a boiler and covered them with water. The only thing I added was I did chop up some onions, as you can see, that I kind of sauteed in the bottom of the pot before I added in my greens. I'm just gonna season these with just a little bit of salt. That's all I'm gonna put in here. I'm just gonna keep it really simple. I'm going to put the salt in, cover, and let those cook for about 30 minutes. Okay, so this has really boiled up, and I've turned the heat down just to warm so it could simmer. Our rice is done here, so what I'm going to do is take my rice, and I just let the water cook out of the rice until it's nice and fluffy. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to stir that into our jambalaya mixture. Okay, so you see I've added the rice to the mixture, and I'm just going to kind of fold that in with everything else. This smells so good, you guys. I am so ready to taste it. And what you want to do is, after you get it mixed in really well, you just want to let this sit and let the rice absorb all of that juice that came from your tomatoes. And then once you let this sit and just let those flavors soak in, this is going to be ready to eat. So I'm going to finish stirring this, and then we'll come back a little bit later. Okay guys, this is the final product of my chicken and shrimp jambalaya. This is 1 cup of the jambalaya, and that is for 5 smart points. Again, I did get this recipe from WeightWatchers.com. However, I did not use as much chicken as they called for. They asked for 8 ounces. I used about 4, and I also added red beans, which are not in the recipe online. So again, that's 5 points for 1 cup of the jambalaya. I also have 1 cup of chopped collard greens for 0 points. This looks delicious. I already tasted it. It tastes delicious, and it smells delicious, and I'm really excited to go ahead and get into my meal. I hope you guys enjoy cooking with me today.